Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and children of all ages, just like LeBron James in the NBA playoffs, we are back for another installment of Next Play Sports. You got your boy Sid, you got your boy Nolan, you got your boy Timo. Sit back, relax, grab a drink and a snack, because here we go.
I hope that gobble is good, brother.
You know, I vote we just cut this and start over.
Why?
Make him do it again.
Listen, I rarely ever give. The only other time I think I've given a LeBron one was when he broke the all-time
Just like
score.
LeBron James in the record books. We're bad.
Yeah, that's the only other time.
Well, I can understand that one because that's
like
a
that.
monumental feat.
Yeah. I mean, this one I was...
He's played 20 years. He's played 20 years.
I mean, y'all are lucky this ain't an every pod thing.
It could always be worse. It could be like now LeBron James would never let this happen to the Red Sox. Like, it could be some stupid shit like that.
I mean, he is part owner.
He's part owner. He's not doing a damn thing.
Well, I think he probably only owns like
L
probably
owner.
a 1/200th
owner.
of the team.
A 200.
You're talking about the Red Sox?
Yeah. Anyways,
But
are we diving straight into baseball? Speaking of the Red Sox, come on, Sid, we're coming out the gate. You're supposed to have our itinerary. We're supposed to be rolling.
Secretary, come on.
Secretary? I will shut all this shit down. I don't know who you think you're talking to. I didn't know we were recording until an hour ago.
What was the point of the collabs here?
30 minutes, actually.
First of all,
But
an hour ago I got
You're
you.
supposed to act like we
we
came
had this
prepared for
conversation last night.
You're
There
supposed
was
to
no
act like we came
confirmation.
Jesus.
I was told we're doing it within the next
Jesus.
2 days. I pulled up and we're recording because we get
We're already losing full.
All right, bro.
Get into baseball.
Yes, baseball.
Sid, do you want to get off any takes before we cry about the Red Sox and then move on?
Yeah, talk about the Rangers. They're good.
Are they good?
Right now.
Honestly, we're good.
They're good right
What's the
now.
record?
7-5. We're tied for first in the AL West at the current moment.
So much crap can happen in baseball.
The Angels are playing decent at the moment.
Let me tell you who's playing decent. This team out of St. Pete. The Tampa Bay Rays.
The Tampers.
If we're going to talk about baseball, let's just start right there. I'm doing Nolan's rolling for Nolan segment for him. He wasn't
Right.
prepared. I got the numbers for you. They're 13-0. And they have hit more home runs than they have allowed runs in an MLB season. And I personally think they need to be under investigation. The whole team's on steroids.
Bro, they don't spend enough money to afford steroids, okay?
The whole team,
They don't have the money for it.
they're in St. Pete. It might be biker meth that they're all on. They're in Florida.
All I'm going to say about the Tampa Bay Rays is they grabbed y'all by y'all's little collars
I would hope so. This
and
team
dragged
our team.
y'all's bum asses up and down that diamond.
Well, no.
For
We-
four straight games.
It was closer than you're making it seem.
Yeah, it was closer. It was a closer series.
You could make a.
They bent y'all over
No, they
and
didn't.
spanked y'all.
I was talking to my
one
dad.
game 1-0 and 1-9-7.
Listen, I was talking to my dad about this on the way back from Greenville today. I was talking to him about the state of the Red Sox.
They
'Cause
only lost 9-3, but
Well,
when was it?
you could make a serious. They could have easily split the series, easy. But you could make a case that they could have won 3 out of 4. Case can be made. But I mean, to say we got dragged by the Rays. The whole MLB is getting dragged by the Rays right now. Tied for the Brewers for the best start in MLB history.
Do you know what year the Brewers?
75,
87.
87. Well,
Yeah, the Brewers are one of those teams that they're good once in every 10 years.
but the Red Sox, getting to the Red Sox. I mean, injuries happen at the worst time. But anyway, that's going to happen in the MLB season. It's 162 games. They play 13 months a year.
But it had to happen
But we're going to have to put an asterisk.
on the season.
No, on the MVP trophy this season.
Why?
Well,
Because Adam Duvall.
We're not putting it.
Adam Duvall is...
I mean, Adam Duvall
He was
the
tied
MVP.
for the league in home runs. He
was
led
the-
RBIs by like 1 or 2, and he
Batting
led
484.
That's leading. He's
he
still
led
leading.
average by 20 points.
Okay, that's the
What I'm
MVP.
telling you
He
is
came out
That's
hard
the
in
AL
victories.
MVP for the first 2 weeks.
That's the
of
AL
season.
MVP. So we're putting an asterisk
It's an MVP. He was the MVP for the first 2 weeks, but obviously it doesn't matter at the end of the year.
Hold on.
After 162, Timo.
Follow with me, Nolan. We're putting asterisks on the trophy.
No, we're not.
We are.
No, the fuck we are not.
We might rename the award.
Duval.
Yeah. Red Sox fans, Jaguars fans, Duval.
Duval.
Man, I don't know if that's something I want to adapt to.
I mean, Jags are turning around. They're going to run the AFC South for however long.
Yeah.
But
As long as sun shines there.
I mean, I don't got much else to fire off besides the Rays are hotter than fish grease. And as a Red Sox fan, I'm more confused than a Billy Goat on AstroTurf.
Confused. How are you confused? It's very clear what's going on.
It just hurts my brain to watch. Seeing Bobby Dahlback roll out a shortstop.
Terrible roster building.
They just weren't.
Terrible ownership habits.
They weren't built for the injuries we knew would come. Your shortstop situation.
Our shortstop going in was Kike. That was the first problem. Was that it was Kike going
And he's
in.
batting below the Mendoza line.
And then when he has to go play center field now.
Well, that's fine. I'm fine with him in center field. Fine with that. I'm not fine with you Chain.
I'm not fine with Bobby Dahlback getting MLB starts
I'm
at
not
a position he's never played.
First of all, he requested a trade, and he's still on the roster. We're holding him against his will. We got him at gunpoint for whatever reason.
Ryan Brazier too. He has to be.
No. Ryan Brazier. We can get into
Ryan
that.
Brazier's holding
So
on.
Ryan Brazier, for my non-baseball fans, Ryan Brazier has been on this roster for God knows how long, and he
years?
took a dive off. He used to be good.
Yeah, he was already, in 2018 was the last time he was good.
Yeah, 2019 he went downhill, and I don't know what
I don't know what he's got on Heim.
what dirt he has on. Not even Heim, John Henry. What dirt he has on John Henry? Like, I don't know if he has a sex tape in his back pocket.
He's like, look, John, keep paying my dime.
But for whatever reason, whenever we pull up guys, and we're like, somebody has to get cut or somebody
It's
has to
never
go down.
Ryan. It's Cutter Crawford.
Yeah, Cutter Crawford, who he's been throwing great. He goes back down.
Right.
But yet,
better
Brian
than
Brazier keeps dodging bullets. Matt Barnes had to get traded this offseason. But I get that he was a money situation.
It might be Alex Cora's fault.
No, it's not.
I know you don't want to blame Alex Cora for anything, but that's,
I don't think Brazier's like. I don't think he has.
Brazier still comes in late games. Is also the issue.
Yeah, my thing with
Brazier's coming in the eighth inning. I never want to see that again.
Yeah, Brazier isn't just getting. Well, they've got a nice when they're actually in games. Is Chris Martin gets the 8th, Kenley gets the 9th, which I'm fine with. They've both been great. But I don't need to see, like last night with Tampa. First of all, I was explaining this to my dad. So, it was 3-1, top of the 5th, bottom of the 5th. And so a dude, Corey Kluber throws one that was literally about to hit the dirt. Dude, like, throws his hands at it, goes to the 4-hole. They score a run. His fifth got hurt. And then they go to pull him because a lefty was coming up. And I'm looking, the lefty's Brandon Lau. And he's 0 for 2 with 2 Ks today versus Corey Kluber. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why do we got to make the change for a guy that struck out twice against me? We ain't seen him well. I know that Brandon Lau loves to kill the Red Sox. The Red Sox, the Rays are
Rays, like, just there's like a handful
especially
of
in
Rays players
St.
that always
Pete.
want to kill us.
No, Wander Franco's going to be a menace to us for a decade. Brandon Lau turns into Barry Bonds when he faces the Red Sox.
G-Man Choi did when he was
G-Man Choi, thankfully, he's out of the division. He's with the Pirates.
And he no longer does.
He's with the new Americas team. The Pirates are now America's team.
What?
The Pirates are. You can run from it if you want. But the Pirates are America's team.
I can't comprehend it.
Well, it's what's happening. We didn't comprehend why Seattle was good when they were, besides J-Rod. And sadly, we don't get to watch O'Neal Cruz for 4 months.
Seattle has good pitching. They have good pitching.
Ridiculous, bro.
He broke his foot. Mm-hmm. That's why we need to bring back trucking catchers.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why it ever went away.
Well, Buster Posey almost died.
He did.
That's why it went away.
Yeah.
Got obliterated.
But
Yeah.
fans probably weren't expecting this much baseball talk, and we're only 10 minutes in. 2 of it was y'all complaining. I'm just saying.
Huh?
It was.
Complaining about
You
what?
were sitting here crying, saying you were unprepared because you didn't know we were recording. And this is where we are. 10 minutes in.
I'm complaining because our front office is dog shit.
Well, there's that too.
I'm glad you're not.
I miss you when this episode ends.
Sid,
I'm
Do
dragging
you remember?
him.
Do you remember how much he was on Bloom's dick?
Well, it's not. Well,
Hey,
do you remember that?
He's got a point.
You.
He's got a point.
no. It's
not it's
There were so many wine tweets when
it's
he
not
was
the general manager's fault.
No, I'm more so. I mean, I still to this day, like right now, sitting here, we'll have to see how these.
I think what your problem is that you're comparing John Henry
No, John Henry's my villain. That's who's the villain in my story.
to Steve Cohen.
No. I'm not comparing them.
The only thing
I
John
said when
Henry's
it
done
happened.
since
I said when it
2018
happened.
good is.
I just think you want
is
an Uncle
re-signed Evers.
Steve. It's too bad. And
Well, he got bullied into signing Devers.
And there's only one. Uncle
We
Steve.
should do it
No.
more.
I don't.
We
What
gotta
I said
bully him
when
more.
if we go back on this pod, I said it's great for baseball fans to have owners that are like the Padres guys who like the Padres ownership who grew
Steve
up
Cohen. Big
grew up
Steve.
Padres fans. They invest every last dollar they have. The Red Sox have a guy who's a businessman building his portfolio
Yeah.
as the owner. Thanks for the unneeded noise, Sid.
You're good, though.
But
No worries.
but Uncle Steve.
I'm here all week.
Uncle Steve is on a planet of his own. Nobody's going to be Uncle Steve. We all want Uncle Steve to be our owners. John Henry's just a businessman. And
He's like, well, I'm probably gonna have to sell soon.
it wouldn't hurt my feelings if he sold it to whoever. If Tom Brady wants to buy the Red Sox and invest his $1 billion into them,
Oh God, he's gonna. Here come the juice balls in Boston.
please. Those are actually sent out by the
It doesn't
MLB.
matter. We can't hit him anyways. It doesn't matter if they're
Listen.
juice or not.
Those were sent out by the MLB anyways. No, they ain't, I promise John Henry ain't sitting here scrubbing them up before the game and saying, use these today.
That would be more helpful than anything he's done in 5 years.
That was like Chandler the other day. Off story. Talk relative to baseball, it's softball. She would come up to bat. The team they were playing, I'm not going to drop names.
Oh,
Okay, when Chandler would come up to bat, they would bring in call time. Coach runs out a squishy ball
are you serious?
for her to hit. Yeah. And she hits it like off the fence. Would have been a. Yeah. They were down 12-2 too.
That's allowed?
They were down 12.
So you think it was waterlogged? Or you think
No,
it was like
it's like basically a T-ball version of a softball.
How is that allowed?
how is that allowed?
Y'all know where we were at. But
Oh, it's cooked around here.
but
Yeah,
listen,
no,
they gave her.
you never played that team's farm system in middle school. You want to talk about farm and XP? Dog, the year after I left middle school, one of the schools that feeds that school, after the third time through the lineup, coach was telling the dudes to hit left-handed.
Yeah, it was bad, but
I pitched.
Oh yeah, no, that's how you know it's cooked.
like our they also
Chill.
gave her.
Chill.
They also gave her the Barry Bonds treatment. Down 12-2, intentionally walked her with the bases loaded.
It's crazy.
But
Put it on
anyways, story for another day. Moving on to basketball. And if we want to, well, let's talk about the play-in games. Sid, if you want to talk about your play-in
I hate the
experience.
playing games. I hate the playing games. The
I would
playing
too if
games
my
are so
best player
stupid.
shot 6 for 19.
Bro, this got nothing to do with Jimmy Butler. I've been anti-playing games since they were a thing.
You have been, but
I like the idea. of the
No,
play-in.
I don't. I fucking don't. The 7
Yeah,
should not have to play the 8 seed.
I do think that's dumb. I don't understand why the 7
Well-
and 8 seed have to fight for a spot.
Well, they play for the 7 seed, and then the
Yeah,
8,
why are they
9.
playing for the 7 seed?
I was like,
I mean,
Uh,
the 7's gonna play the 8 for the 7.
no other sport, the 7 seed has to fight for a
like
spot. If you're in the
we
7 seed,
we
you're 7.
placed
8 seed I can understand.
We
'Cause
placed
usually
top-
within a game or two.
we placed top 7 in our conference.
You
I
deserve
would
a spot.
assume that's top 14 overall. This isn't a horrible thing, but let me just explain to you this magnitude. If we fuck around and lose to the Bulls,
But it's possible. Pat Bev is gonna be.
we now get a lottery pick.
Y'all get to deal with my. Okay, y'all get to deal with my buy of the week.
What are you buying? You say playing games, I'm gonna smack you.
Dyer DeRozan.
I should have known.
We're buying Dyer DeRozan.
She's not going to be at the game.
She is. Yes, she is.
I know. Was it United?
Mr. DeMar.
DeMar said she had to go back to school.
Yes, he sent an email to their school saying, sorry, she's going to be out of school Friday.
She's critical to this.
I hope we win by 40.
Well, I'm just telling you, the Toronto Raptors are 18 for 36 from the free throw line.
What was she even doing? I could never.
She would scream high pitch whenever they were about to shoot a free throw.
Because every time like the camera would cut to her, she'd just be sitting there chilling.
She's more of a menace.
Doing a great job.
She's more of a menace than Pat Bev.
There is nothing I want more.
Pat Bev causes physical harm to other humans.
There is nothing I want more than for Jimmy Butler to go 25 for 25 from the free throw line tonight.
All right, well, I'm just saying.
He's going to need to score anything. So,
look, man, I'm not going to keep tolerating this Jimmy Butler disrespect.
Yeah, Mr. Bagless.
You keep talking about Jimmy Butler's this great playoff performer, and then the lights got too bright in Atlanta.
Dude said the lights got.
We can talk about who the lights got too bright on.
The lights got too bright.
Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
I didn't even see what he did because I don't
give a shit. The lights got too bright.
He shot like 2 for 14. 3 for something because he made 2 layups.
From the field.
From the field.
Jesus Christ.
He got boxed by the Vandalorian.
I love that name.
Yeah, the Vandalorian.
That's great.
But yeah, he had him in clampers, and I don't know who Cat thought he was. I mean, thank God he got in foul trouble, because bro was pulling up off one leg. He didn't miss from the field till the second half.
Oh,
yeah. Oh. I mean, y'all saw me in the chat. First half, I was like,
if you couldn't tell, I don't watch playing games because who gives a fuck?
Well, they've been pretty interesting.
My team's a 2 seed.
I watched all of them. Shout out Caden and boys. I hope y'all take care of Minnesota.
Okay, see, Josh Giddey is now one of my favorite players. He solidified that the other night.
Josh Giddey told him to mess around and find out.
You can fuck around and find out, mate.
But
what did you drop? 31-10 on them? 31-9?
I mean, also, I got a sell for you. Still pertaining to the NBA.
What are you selling?
So it deals with Rudy Gobert.
We just selling Rudy Gobert at all?
No. We're not selling Rudy Gobert.
Slow-mo?
No. We're selling Rudy Gobert's punch.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was weak.
Yeah, first of all, if we're going to get suspended because we're punched, at least make it a knockout.
We're going to hit some form.
I mean, at least hit him in the chin.
Yeah. I'm going to need, like, you're a 7-foot Frenchman. Like, give him some wee-wee right there to the jaw.
Wait, pause.
Pause.
Oh, no.
But you want to see a knockout punch. Let's talk about what Jaden McDaniels did to that wall. Knocked him out of contention to play.
Just like what LeBron James did to a blackboard after Game 1 in 2018. And then after Game 4 when they got swept, popped out with a wrist brace.
He played, though. But,
owie.
I mean, Rudy's punch.
I was the whole time.
It was weak. It was weak as fuck.
Yeah, that's my sell. Like, if we're going to get suspended.
Rebound.
And by the way, I don't think he's playing tonight.
Well, I mean, if he got suspended.
But like I said, he got suspended for a game. But he's not playing tonight. And if I'm going to do another sell, we can sell Zion Williamson.
I was just about to get into that.
So Zion
got cleared to play by doctors, and I will play when I feel like Zion again.
Yeah, and you could look at him in that little warm up he was doing. He don't look like Zion.
It's becoming a Ben Simmons thing.
No, I'm just ready to label him a bust whenever y'all are.
Because when Zion takes the floor, he's still very effective.
He is.
So I'm not going to call him Ben Simmons.
I'm saying that it's Ben Simmons' ass.
And I don't know if I'm going to call him a bust yet.
I don't want to do it until we've seen him play fully again.
Well, no, not even that. We know what he's like when he's on the floor, but I mean, if
we don't know if he's like that anymore.
Because would you say if you remove the San Antonio Spurs stint before Zaza Pachulia landed on Kawhi Leonard's foot, because that's when all this load management shit started. If you take away up until 2017 from Kawhi Leonard, so from 2012 or 2011,
2014
to 2016,
but he weren't really doing it.
2014? What are you talking about?
He's a rookie.
When I remember the load management,
Kawhi Leonard was drafted in 2011. Same draft. No,
he was. Irvin. Yeah, as a rookie. Yeah.
The fuck was he? We mean cap. I know ball. Then, so if you take away from 2011,
you're a Heat fan.
If you take away from 2011 to 2017 from Kawhi Leonard's career,
San Diego State, by the way,
do we say he's a bust? I wouldn't say so.
But he weren't really load managing like that, I feel like, until he got in LA with the
That's
Clippers.
what I'm point. That's what I'm point. Imagine he got drafted in 2016.
Oh, well, I mean, that's
weird.
But he was already Kawhi Leonard by the time.
But I'm just saying, like, that's the point I'm making. He's still Zion Williamson when he plays.
LeBron up.
Right? Like, that's why I'm saying I'm not okay with calling him a bust. We got to find a new word for these dudes. Because I put him on the same career path. I put him on the same career path as Kawhi Leonard.
No, Kawhi Leonard's still an NBA champion post 2017.
Exactly.
He still plays post 2017.
And I think Zion Williamson will eventually play post all this bullshit, and he will eventually be an NBA champion.
I don't know. I think he's got trash work ethic. Because the thing is, it ain't like he's out because of just injuries.
His contract kicks in after this year or next.
Terrible Supermax.
Yeah.
I was juggling this around today. So I know we don't all. I'm not a fan of him that much. But so we know the Atlanta Hawks have came out and said everybody's available. That came out, which is wild considering they were just in a play-in game and that came out before the game.
Yeah.
Evil by the Hawks front office.
Ultimate motivation, right?
Do you swing a trade for Trae Young for Zion?
No.
What? Why
Just
would they do that? Why would they do that?
Who? On whose side?
Atlanta.
Why would either of them do it?
Well, if you're the
Atlanta
Pelicans,
loses that
If
deal
you're the
more.
Pelicans, why would you trade
at least
for a worse
Trae Young's
player?
on the court.
well, that's what I'm saying. Trae Young's gonna be on the court, and let's just call a spade a spade.
They need a point guard.
C.J. McCollum has not been good when the lights get bright.
No, CJ McCollum is just washed.
He's old.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, it's just
They need another scorer besides Bi, and I think Bi can be a 1 on a good team. I do think Bi can be a 1, like a 1 scoring option on a true team.
But you're gonna need another perimeter defender next to him.
I don't know if he has the true consistency for it to be an everyday one.
But
Yet,
I would consider it if I'm Atlanta or if I'm the Pelicans.
Brandon Ingram's been in the league for a long time.
Because at this point, it's like if Zion even goes off, like, are you not just fed up with it enough, like that you've barely seen dude play? I don't even know if you add up his games, if he has a season under his belt of played games. If he has 82,
all the Pelicans players are behind him. I know, like
if you're in my locker room, I mean, as a team guy, I was a team guy. I'm gonna be behind you too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna willingly say I got trash teammates just because my teammate is fat and don't want to be good on the court.
Yeah.
And I rarely throw around the F word. So,
but like Zion's probably isn't putting in the work from what we've seen. Probably isn't putting in the work to get back to the level he was at. When he was averaging
there's
25
stuff
and
that
10.
he can do, and there's with the money he has, with the contracts, the endorsements, all the stuff that Zion Williamson has access to. There is zero reason that he should be as out of shape as he is. Zero reason.
He's not taking it serious. Now injuries you can't help if he gets injured. But when you're recovering from that and he's not doing anything to get back.
Now, do y'all want to wait till next week to give our first round predictions?
Yeah.
Or what? Let's give our play-in predictions.
I mean,
tonight.
the first round starts tomorrow, right?
We got Miami and Pat Bev and Chicago Bulls. And Dyer DeRozan. And then we got the Oklahoma City Thunder playing the Timberwolves. Now, I do think that the Thunder can beat the Timberwolves.
I believe that.
The only thing I'd worry about is if Cat comes out and he's hot and blah, blah, blah. Because I don't know who on their team's guarding Cat. Like on the Thunder. J-Dub or J Will, whichever one's the big man.
He's too small.
We're talking about for the Thunder?
Is it J-Dub or J Will that's the big man?
Well, they're both named Jalen Williams.
I know, but like one goes by J-Dub, the other one goes by J Will.
Honestly, I'm not
I think
sure.
Jay was the shooter.
Number 6 is the nice one. That's what I know.
The guard,
That's the
right?
shooter. That's the shooter.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the big man's going to be on Cat.
I guess.
If I had to guess.
But I think that they can beat. I do think, shout out Cade, I do think that the Thunder will beat the Timberwolves.
Which is crazy because I literally said to him months and months ago, I was like, there's no way OKC makes the playoffs.
That's what everybody said. And that's why you see Cade is emphatic.
And then he wanted to call me out. We got to small beef on Twitter.
I would have never said there was no shot they made the playoffs.
No, I think I might have said that they didn't make the play-in. I might have said that.
Yeah, that was just ignorant. It's kind of hard to miss.
I think so.
The
I don't know.
Kind of
I'd have
hard.
to
It's
go back
kind
and
of
look at it.
hard to not be in the top 67% of NBA teams.
I mean, a lot of that is Shy becoming a superstar player. Jay Will shooting the fucking skin off it. And Lou Dort, the torture chamber.
All right, so let's get into. Y'all want to talk about anything else other than what I've got?
Are y'all gonna give y'all's playing predictions?
We beat the
OKC
Bulls
wins.
by 50.
Don't lose to Pat Bev.
Brother, I'm torn right now because part of me wants that top
Playing Pat is
14
undefeated.
pick.
Oh, you want the lottery pick?
Part of me wants it. Part of me.
I don't know if
wants-
this NBA draft is just like that though, to be able to even want like a number
It's
14.
not. It's not.
But
I mean, unless Wemby slips down to 14.
Right.
I'm trying to analyze. I'm trying to analyze Thunder versus Timberwolves right now. It's like the Timberwolves have one perimeter defender because I don't trust Mike Conley, or not Mike Conley. Whoever their point guard is.
I trust Mike Conley as a defender. He's a solid defender. Mike Conley is the reason they were even in the game the other night versus us. He's a good playoff performer.
Yeah, but I don't trust him to guard Shea.
No, I mean, Shea's going to get to the rack.
He's gonna get the rag. I think he's gonna.
That's why I think
he'll have 30.
I think they're going to win the same way
But
we
then,
did
like,
the other
you got
day.
Josh Giddey, and Jay Will. Like, you got Jaden McDaniels has to guard one of them, but who's gonna guard the other?
Jay McDaniels ain't playing. He just,
Oh,
I just talked about it. He broke his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, knockout punch.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Oh, so they don't have a perimeter defender other than Mike
Anthony
Conley.
Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is not that.
Not a great defender, but I
not a
see the
great
potential.
So So what does that mean? Kyle Anderson's gonna be on Jay Will or Josh Giddey?
Yes.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Because Josh Giddey plays very similar to Kyle Anderson, but way more effective. It's crazy.
I would like to think he's faster than Kyle Anderson.
I mean, he's faster, but I'm saying like they just know nothing too crazy. They just simple moves.
So who do you got? Thunder?
Yeah, I got Thunder. I got Thunder by 10.
Did you say Thunder too, Sid?
Who are they playing?
The
Minnesota?
Timberwolves?
Timberwolves without
Come on, Sid.
Yeah, it'd be the Thunder.
with
for
no
sure.
Jaden McDaniels.
It'd be the Thunder for sure. I don't see them losing to the Timberwolves. I think
Especially with the best.
I think their whole season has been a semi-Cinderella story, and I feel like if the end of that is losing to the Timberwolves without two of their main players, with how shitty that team is, I feel like that makes the season a disappointment.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
The
If
Thunder
the
cannot have
Thunder, if the Thunder lose to the Timberwolves,
No.
that is
That's still Anthony Edwards and
No.
Cat versus.
that is a disappointment.
I say you still have two stars.
You
I
have-
don't
okay,
care.
hold
I
on.
don't care. The Timberwolves are a dumpster fire, bro. They
Listen.
have been.
It's still
The Timberwolves,
Timberwolves-
are bad. They play bad basketball.
Talent is talent. Talent
the
is
Thunder
talent.
have zero.
Dude said talent is talent. Like the fucking 2012, 2013 Brooklyn Nets didn't exist.
Listen, so for me, the Thunder are playing with house money, in my opinion, because they still get their
Yeah, they
pick.
are.
They're still going to get a pick from the trade or whatever.
The season as a whole isn't a disappointment.
No.
Like,
Okay,
but
what
losing
you
to the
said.
Timberwolves to miss out a chance at the dance is very disappointing. It would
I
be.
think
It would
they're
be.
growing.
demolished by the Nuggets.
I think the Thunder are growing from this regardless because they're
I
getting.
think they might could knock off the Nuggets.
I think them just getting this.
Who is guarding Jokic?
I don't care who's guarding. Dude, the Nuggets
What?
are bad. The
You-
Nuggets are bad. The Nuggets are.
They're the one seed.
I don't give a shit. They've been the top. They've been a top 2 seed for the last 4 fucking years.
I was like, I don't.
Have they not?
They have.
I
But I
mean,
don't
They
think they're
get
garbage.
They
dog
don't have the
walked
depth.
in April. Want to know why? Because they take it into Jokic's chest 40 times a game, and there's not a fucking thing he can do about
I
it.
just say,
Because he's
there's-
trash.
Shea might average 30 against the
Well,
Nuggets.
I'm
We're talking about the
Jokic
second
can't
best.
guard it.
We're talking about the second best interior guard in the NBA right now. Second to John Morant.
Exactly.
That's just because John Morant's got bounce. Shea's actually good.
That's crazy. I will not take this disrespect.
Think of it as
Don't
Shy,
make me call- don't make me call Ja
Shy and Ja is like Mike and Jordan.
Don't
I
make
mean, it's
me
like
call
it's like
Ja
Jordan and LeBron.
Don't make me call Ja Wick.
Well, this is a crazy comparison. I was just going to say, Cade, when you're hearing this, I think this playoff experience is good for y'all in the long run, regardless of the outcome. And I think you're playing with house money. And I think the season has been a big success. And your
Yes.
GM just gets to sit back with his feet up because he's done all this.
Yes.
Like, this is just a big success. Sid, you don't get to say yes.
But
you just
lo-
called
but
it a
lose-
disappointment.
But-
You just called it a
But
disappointment.
if you lose to the Timberwolves
It's a disappointing end, but it's still a good season.
It's over
for them.
spinning like a revolving door.
Like if we lose, if they lose to the Timberwolves, if I was a Thunder fan, I would be very disappointed.
Collectively, before the season started, the OKC Thunder were projected to have a 0.2% chance of making the playoffs.
I don't give a shit about those projections. I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying nobody expected this out of them. They weren't supposed to do this. And they did. They're at the point now where it doesn't matter how it ended, it happened.
I'm just saying. That's an extremely disappointing end. Like, and a ridiculous end.
Well, for a season that was way better than expected. So I think they'll live with it.
Let's move on.
They'll lose the 2-star players.
All right, Damian Lillard and Bradley Beal.
Dumbasses.
Let's talk about it.
Stupid as hell.
So they're the two players in the NBA that I would most closely relate to each other because they both. But see, here's the thing: Bradley Beal doesn't really preach about loyalty like Damian Lillard does.
He just stays.
But he keeps signing deals in Washington, and like I get it, I respect the grind or whatever. But Bradley Beal specifically,
it's been long enough. It's been long enough.
Bradley Beal specifically complains a lot
about team success, but he keeps signing deals and he keeps coming back, and they don't add any other talent with him.
Nolan, give the comparison that you did earlier for the Bradley Beal thing.
What comparison did I give earlier?
Not the toxic. How it's like
yeah, it's like a toxic relationship. It's like I don't know why this doesn't work. It's like if only there was something I could do, and then it never happens. Stupid.
So
one of them just needs to look.
They both need to leave and go somewhere with another star player. I'm tired of hearing them bitch.
If we're talking about a toxic relationship, put them both in a room, case of beer. One of them starts swinging eventually.
What the fuck? Are you talking about the players in their front office?
I'm talking about Bradley Beal and somebody from their front office specifically.
Well,
I feel like Bradley Beal wins that fight.
I feel like for both players, right? Some guys.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Some guys are fine. Like I'll relate it to women. Some women are fine with just being like a housewife. Some women are fine with not having to work and just being able to be a housewife.
We're on thin ice, buddy. We're on thin ice, buddy.
Where is this going?
Listen, I'm gonna. And some women, they want the big, like, some women are so like career driven that they want this big successful career.
You're reeling it back in.
That's what I'm saying. And that's how it is with it. Some players want just to be the Portland legend, and some want rings. Now, in a perfect world, we get both. But you can't always have both. You can, but let's be real. They're not getting both.
Yeah.
My thing.
The day that a dynasty comes to Washington, D.C.
Yeah. The day we see a competitive Wizards team.
I mean, Dan Snyder just said he'd sell the team for $6 billion, the Commanders.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. But anyways, back to basketball. Like, some women are fine with being housewives. And some want this big career. And don't need no man. But
like both of these organizations have proved to their two superstar players, hey,
well,
we're never going to give you a serious team to go out there and compete with.
That's the reason why I brought this up. I don't think Bradley Beal deserves to complain about the team because I don't think
neither does Damian Lillard.
Damian Lillard does. Damian Lillard does. Bradley Beal does not carry that team like Damian Lillard carries that team. We've seen what happens when Bradley Beal misses time. The Wizards are still the Wizards. We've seen what happened when Damian Lillard misses time. The Trailblazers fucking
have a top 5
suck.
All Dame needs to do is just say he wants to play for the Lakers
or the Heat.
And
Didn't the Heat come out and say that Damian Lillard was their top target?
I think
I saw that. I saw that the other day.
Get fucking dickhead out of here.
Kyle Lowry.
Hey, Kyle Lowry was trying his damnedest, and Jimmy Butler didn't show up for him.
It was the
Kyle Lowry.
Jimmy Butler did. That's the best game Kyle Lowry's had as a Miami Heat player.
At
And
the
it was
right
Jimmy
time.
Butler, and one of Jimmy Butler's worst.
I mean, we can't help that Bam Adebayo turned into.
Yeah.
Timo, you know what we heard all season when they were injured and losing games and they were bad?
If they
We're
were
gonna be
injured and
fine.
losing
We're gonna be
games,
fine.
you just said it. You just fucking said it. You just said it. When they were injured and losing games,
And now
we
you're
would have never
healthy,
been. We would have
and you
never
lost
been.
to the Hawks.
We would have never been the 7th seed. We would have never been in the play-in if it wasn't for that. So, but okay.
When will he learn?
I mean, Bam just turned into Mo Spates. That's all that.
Yeah, Bam. Fucking,
played
he's
like
had.
ass.
He's
Jimmy
had
played like
fucking. He's been amazing all year. Probably the best season of his career.
Yeah.
And then does that shit.
But DeMarcus Cousins better than him, by the way. I don't know if y'all knew that or not.
DeMarcus Cousins saying he's a top 3 center in the NBA, and then signing with Puerto Rico, which Puerto Rico has some hoopers over there. But to sign with Puerto Rico,
Name one. Name one.
Eric Pascal.
Eric Pascal?
Eric Pascal,
Yes,
former NBA player.
yes.
All right then. Name another one.
I didn't know he was in Puerto Rico. I like Eric Pascal.
I was just looking at this list the other day. They got some hoopers. We'll have to pull them up.
For being a Puerto Rican.
I guess
To be
we'll
a
have
Puerto
to.
Rican basketball league, there's hoopers. Hold on, I can pull this up. Y'all keep going.
Like, we see what Dwight Howard is doing over there.
That's Taiwan.
Oh,
Exactly.
boy. Here we go.
Taiwan. ain't
Are
messing
we
with
not
you.
putting Taiwan
Hold on,
and Puerto
hold on.
Rico in the same
Hold
level
on.
of basketball competition? Like,
Hold on. No, Puerto Rico's dog in Taiwan. Listen to this. DeMarcus Cousins, Norris Cole. Right?
Norris Cole,
Ed Davis,
Miami Heat legend.
Ed Davis.
Greg Monroe,
The guy who couldn't make the Jazz.
Rondé Hollis Jefferson, Elfrid Payton, Eric Pascal, Tyreek Evans,
That's a lot more
Brandon
names.
Knight, Hassan Whiteside.
There's a lot more names than I expected to know.
I can keep going. I'm just naming the big ones.
That does sound like a G League team. But
All in the PR.
I'm speechless.
Exactly.
I am speechless. That is. Wow.
Thankfully, I had a
that's
receipt.
better than the Spurs.
Thankfully, I had a receipt.
Yeah. I know we said we weren't going to talk about it just because it's been so long, but I feel like people are. I know some people want to hear what we got to say about it.
What? I don't even want to hear what we got to say. I don't give a shit anymore.
Angel Reese
I never cared.
and Caitlin Clark.
Who gives a fuck? The
So-
talking shit.
For those of you that don't watch women's college basketball
Should have.
or college
Well,
basketball,
It was dope this year. Especially.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. LSU defeated Iowa pretty handily. It wasn't close.
Yeah. Ken Clark was doing everything she could, but
Yeah. And they're both returning next year, by the way.
Yeah. Because they get more money in the NIL than they'll get from a WNBA contract.
College basketball, women's college basketball next season, you're going to have Paige Buchers. She's returning off her ACL. Caitlin Clark, who averages like 40 points a game.
nasty.
And Angel Reese, who is like top 5 in all major statistical categories. She's like the Kevin Garnett of women's college basketball. Anyway,
She talked shit like Kevin Garnett too.
how do we feel about everything that went down?
So a lot of people were getting on Portnoy for his comment.
What classless
Crazy.
piece of shit?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
Portnoy's-
crazy.
I don't like Dave Portnoy, but
Well-
that's just out of
Calling her a
pocket.
classless piece of shit
The point,
for
the thing is,
responding to shit talking is crazy.
I think he was saying that
And I don't think he's being racist.
from his point of view. No, I don't think it was a racist thing.
I think he just don't like women.
Well, that weren't the twist I was trying to make here.
Well, I'm
Well,
making it.
Portnoy's take was Angel waited until the end of the game
She did wait to the end of the game. That was a little,
and found
low.
Caitlin, followed her around doing it.
After doing it in regulation, so she did it in regulation and then did it again
Well, like,
after the
yeah.
the confetti's falling. The confetti's falling,
And
and
she's
you're
still
chasing
talking
her
to shit.
around.
And then they're
Yeah,
mentioning
that's wild.
her. They're mentioning Caitlin Clark's name in post-game interviews.
And like days later as well.
Exactly, like
Well, yeah.
calling her out. Caitlin did it mid-game, like middle of the game, game's tight, and did it.
Exactly.
to a different team.
Yes.
To a different team. That's crazy. You're going to defend another team that you like. That's the wildest shit ever.
And not
But
even that.
Angel, I think from Portnoy's sake, Angel waited until the score lied where it did, and the time was about out, and then after the game, and then like it was
She kept carrying it on.
She like
No, yeah, there was an apparent obsession with Caitlin Clark.
exactly for the whole, and that's not just Angel Reese; it's the whole LSU team.
Yes, agreed. Right.
Like their mission was to beat Caitlin Clark and show her up.
But I'm
and
not bad. I'm not mad at what Angel Reese did. It's just
she's talking shit.
It's just the second half of it.
But
very
like
corny.
following around like a fan is crazy.
That's my take on it.
But this whole shit started. This whole shit started when Iowa was sagging off a South Carolina shooter.
Waving them off.
A shooter for South Carolina. Like
She
they were playing her like Russell Westbrook, and then she would look around, nobody would be open, and she would pull it, and then like a Iowa player would wave her off and turn around. Like that, like it was so disrespectful.
Yeah.
Because she couldn't fucking shoot.
Yeah.
So then LSU
Got mad about it.
LSU was like
it's an SEC school.
that's dude, you're telling me LSU players come out and they were like, yeah, we're not going to tolerate that level of disrespect.
Who the fuck are you talking? What you care about South Carolina? Like, and
It's their game plan. Like who? That'd be like NBA players today. Like, say the Thunder somehow ended up playing the Suns and got upset because of the way that teams guarded Russell Westbrook because they weren't stepping out on him because he shoots 30% from three, and like. But the Thunder are like, it's back in blood because of the way you guarded Russ.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's so wild. I mean, well, OKC fans, some of them are still Russ fans, but so there's a little bit of connection.
No, they're always. That's what I'm saying. That's the connection. SEC to like that's the connection.
That's so, but like you don't do that.
Like he's all
nobody on the Thunder cares about how Russell Westbrook is getting guarded. Nobody gives a shit.
Yeah, that's in my opinion, it's just weird. Like
It's
that's
just
all.
weird. You're weird.
That part was weird. And
You're just making the scene.
They gave Caitlin Clark. They spoke more about Caitlin Clark than they did winning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like that's the part it's just corny. Like
I don't
get
even
it.
want to get into the White House stuff. I don't care about that.
Like I get it.
That's so unimportant. That's so dumb.
But PR move. Angel Reese is now worth $1.3 million according to the NIL deal stuff.
Probably yeah.
So
Good for her. And I'm not upset. And I want to get it up front. I'm not here upset that she was talking junk.
no, absolutely not.
It's part of the game.
I want to see that. I want to see him.
You should hear our fucking PlayStation comms because we football, basketball.
No, you shouldn't.
Call of Duty.
No, you fucking shouldn't.
Like we get
Call of Duty
disrespectful.
gets muddy.
We
Call
get
of Duty gets
disrespectful.
muddy.
All right, now let's
It's
Call of
muddy.
Duty. Call of Duty chat has a very bad annotation.
Yeah, we got him.
Yeah.
Or very very bad connotation. So let's not act like
they record the piece.
Yeah, Mr. Officer, we got him.
yeah, bro. Let's not say our Call of Duty. No.
I'm saying, no, I know. I said Call of Duty.
That makes us look.
See, I didn't say ours. I said
Yeah.
Call of
The
Duty.
Miami Heat trolled DeMar's daughter.
Oh God, we're gonna end up on Sports Center.
No, look at
No,
y'all.
what do we do?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up. It's from BR. Breaking news.
Oh
Jimmy
God.
Butler can shoot tour dates and talk shit and troll a little girl. That's crazy.
They said she won't be in Miami. But anyways, he said he was. They said she weren't. Oh, it's just your mascot with like 2 front row seats. Like, hold on.
Imagine she walks in with like theme music.
She just comes in. It's the stone cold glass break.
Jesus, bro.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Oh my God, that'd be so funny.
It says no screaming with 2 seats marked off.
Hilarious.
Anyways, I thought she
So
was
now that's going to be photoshopped to no playoffs if we lose.
Oh.
Great. Appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Meme potential through the roof.
Appreciate that.
I mean, blame y'all's PR team.
Yeah.
Facts.
But anyways, we can move on to football.
Is that it for basketball? I believe it is.
We've covered a good bit.
All right. OBJ.
All right, a lot of money.
$15 million guaranteed. Up to $18 million.
Yeah.
Bro sitting outside Lamar's house with the
The boombox.
boombox,
Let me
Baby,
find.
come back.
Hold on. Let me find something. I think I liked it earlier. Hold on.
Got Careless Whisper on there. Just the way I dance with you. Oh my god.
Anyway, so I didn't. But did y'all see the thing? Did y'all see the thing where he was like, "Yeah, after a certain day in November, they told me I had no ACL."
Yeah, that
He said, "I was like, I'm gonna keep playing."
But then tore his ACL.
in the Super Bowl.
In the Super Bowl.
I think it's actually in February. No. It was like November or something. He said that he was playing on the hurt.
Dude lying like LeBron. It's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
They told me I had no ACL, but then I tore it. I was like, brother, where'd you get the new one from? Like, you got a new one in 4 months? That's crazy.
I mean, Sid,
Uh-huh.
you were talking about how it was he wanted to play with Lamar. That boy didn't want to play with Lamar. He want $15 million guaranteed.
I mean, 50
That
million
is true,
guaranteed
but
after
from what I
not
understand
playing
is
for a
that the
year.
only reason he even signed that contract was he was under the impression Lamar Jackson was going to be his quarterback. But now, granted, a guy that's washed, okay, he's not guaranteed, but a guy that's likely washed. We can agree on that. He's effective when he plays, but he's not Odell Beckham anymore.
He's not top 3 receiver Odell Beckham.
Is getting $18 million. I mean, do we want to blame this on inflation, or do we want to say that he just got Christian Kirk money? Because Christian Kirk's making 21. Mike Williams is making 20.
No, I think.
Do we think?
Hold on.
Don't remind me. Don't remind me.
Before we get into why he got
Horrible
paid what he
contract,
did,
by the way.
he got what he did.
I never said it was a good contract. I don't know why you.
He got what he did because, first of all, I want one of you to tell me the second best receiver on the market that weren't OBJ. Besides trading for Deshaun or trading for
I mean,
D-Hop.
technically, D-Hop is on the market.
No,
I mean,
I'm
if we
saying
wanna-
like
if we wanna
available
talk
to
about- if
sign
we-
to contract
You say
today,
you
and he's
free
on your
agent,
team.
just
Yes.
purely free agent?
You don't have to give up picks for.
I mean, if
Marcus
we want
Goodwin, I
to,
guess, because he signed.
He
today.
signed today, yeah. So did Dymere Bird, but like we're talking about the market's dry. He was the best option available. He got a bag. Ravens had money to spend. It was only a
and
1
they're
year deal.
not spending it on
Not
their
spending on
quarterback.
Lamar.
Yeah.
On your top 7 quarterback.
So I can still see a world in which Lamar Jackson is not a Raven this coming up year, but
That'd
I
be
think there is
crazy,
a
OJ.
bigger. I think there is a bigger chance.
I mean, I wouldn't
That
care.
he
You
is
got
a
a Pro
Raven
Bowl.
now.
You got a Pro Bowl quarterback thrown to you either way. If you're
like-
Odell. Tyler Huntley.
Loaded
right
with
there.
talent at the positions.
Yeah.
It's great.
That's where the Ravens are at with it. They're like, we got this Pro Bowler, and if he leaves, we got a Pro Bowler. We're good.
I don't see the issue here.
Yeah. Win-win for
That's
us.
got to be how they're looking at it.
Win-win for us over here in Baltimore. If he leaves, we
Win-win
get picks.
equals like 4 wins.
If he leaves, we get picks. If he and we have a Pro Bowler, if he comes back, we got 2.
There you
We
go.
got the deepest quarterback room in the league. It's just-
Exactly. Loaded with
God.
talent.
It's so stupid, this whole situation. Is like, how do you not do everything in your power to try and keep that guy?
Are you talking about Lamar?
Yeah.
Because they don't believe in him. They don't trust in him. Y'all hear about what Big Ben said about Lamar Jackson?
Big Ben.
He said he's a bad passer
Big
or
Ben reaching out on Lamar is crazy.
So he said that.
He said nobody. He don't scare anybody from the pocket.
Yeah, you don't fear him standing in the pocket and picking you apart, even though he's a better pocket passer than Ben Roethlisberger ever was.
Yeah. There's a like
Stats back that up.
first
by the way.
4 weeks last season. First 4 weeks last season, Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback on the planet for like 4
But
weeks.
on the other side of that, you're talking about a man that has only ever started and finished 1 game in December and January.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can see what Big Ben's trying to say. Does Big Ben need to be the one saying it?
No.
No.
Well, also, I wouldn't say that Big Ben is disqualified from talking football because I would
that's
agree
not-
with I would
that's not
agree
what
with
he
what he
was saying.
said.
I'd say Big Ben's a Hall of Famer.
I would agree with what Big Ben said. Now, I get why people are bashing him for it, but at the same time, he's not lying. That doesn't mean
I would agree.
that he
I'm with
said. Yeah, that doesn't mean he said that he's an elite pocket passer.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like I think people are just going crazy about it. First of all, because it's Steelers Ravens,
Yeah.
and but like what he's saying isn't wrong, but it's kind of like when people try to get on like when Dan Orlovsky tries to talk about guys, like just because he was like a career backup and stuff. But like,
It's like,
dudes can still
I
talk
promise
ball.
you, he knows more than you on Twitter, bud. I promise you.
Dudes can still
Yeah.
talk ball.
Yeah, they know ball.
They know ball.
Are we getting to the
List?
top 5?
Yeah.
A double whammy this week. We got some wide receivers
And some corners.
And
So
the
we're starting
motherfuckers
with
covering.
receivers, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because that's what's due. Rent is due.
Yes, it is. So I actually didn't bring any honorable mentions this week, but if I had some off the top of my head, I would probably say Tank Dell out of Houston.
Dale.
I've been on Tank Dell since the Senior Bowl.
That's true. That's true. Give him his props. He's been on Tank Dell
Yeah.
since before. You were on. You said something about him before that because you saw that video of him. Well, that video game came out Senior Day, but you were like you were doing research and stuff. I remember you saying that.
Yeah,
before
I like Tank Dell, but Sid was on the Tank Dell train.
Tank Dell is Hemsky.
I want Tank Dell in like the third.
legal led college football in yards at Houston.
I do think Tank Dell could be your sneaky guy that goes like late round and ends up messing around and wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Probably I would say Marvin Mims.
Marvin Mims is honorable
Solid.
mention.
Bryce Ford Wheaton. Never
Yeah,
forget.
the NPS guy you said, Nolan. That we're all
NPS affiliate Bryce Ford Wheaton.
we're gonna hang him just because he's.
I
Because he's
swear,
from
I
Raleigh.
swear to God. I think he's gonna be nice if he gets.
With that being
right
said, Nolan, who's your number 5?
Jalen Hyatt.
My number 5 is Josh Downs.
My number 5 is Josh Downs.
Oh.
Okay.
UNC 5'9", 170. My pro comp for Josh Downs, Golden Tate the third.
See, okay, so my notes on Josh Downs. Did you have Josh Downs on your list?
No.
I'm not gonna give
He
my
would have been
takes.
honorable mention. I forgot about.
I'm not gonna give my takes on any of these receivers because 1, 2, 3, 4 of them I have the exact same. All 5 of them. I have the exact same take for all 5. So just
Oh yeah. Okay.
just get through with
We
it.
already know what it is.
Okay. So my take on Josh Downs.
No, I mean the exact same
He says
breakdown of the how their play styles
Yeah.
and everything.
Like every single one. Well, two to three.
No, I don't have the same.
Three of my 5. They're all relatively the same.
See,
player.
one
I
thing
understand that.
Josh Downs is really good at being able to high point the football.
Yes,
he's
and I
got
have
good
stats
hands.
for you.
Size.
I have stats for you.
You got
Okay.
numbers. Big number guy.
Well, I'll just go ahead and get my take while you're pulling that up.
Oh, it's pulled up, bud.
Fire away.
All right. So when we want to talk about contested catch percentage at the college football level, right? Out of all eligible wide receivers, Josh Downs caught contested catches at 72%, the best
Yeah,
mark in college
ridiculous.
football.
From the University of National Champions at UNC.
So, and that's at 5'9",
5'10",
175,
5'10",
right?
174.
He's 5'9". He measured in 5'9" in the combine.
Okay.
5'9", 175 or 174. What did you say?
Well, I said that, so he high points football really well. My comp for Josh Downs was Tyler Lockett.
I like that. My other one would be Tyreek Hill without the athleticism. Because Tyreek Hill, for being a small guy, is extremely adept at high point of football. He plays very physical and very strong.
That's also because he got like a 42-inch vert.
Who?
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill? I mean, probably, but he's also strong.
I mean,
The motherfucker is strong.
He's big.
That's Josh Downs. That's Josh. I mean, yeah, it's Josh Downs. So whenever because
Josh Downs is my 6. He would be my 6.
my list is gonna surprise y'all. So I've got another name here
At number
that I'm gonna
4.
talk about later.
At number 5.
My number 4. Or Nolan, who's your number 4?
Say Flowers.
My number 4 is Quentin Johnson.
My number 4 is Jalen Hyatt out of Tennessee.
So
He was Nolan's 5, right?
Yeah.
All right. So
he's for reference, he's my number 3.
okay. So Jalen Hyatt out of Tennessee, 5'11".
I know what the rest of your list is then.
5'11", 175. My pro comp for Jalen Hyatt, Ted Ginn Jr.
He measured I said he's just got elite speed and he'll be effective just by having that like on the field. Teams will have the game plan for it.
Then he run like a 4.45.
4.41. 4.4. Actually, no, they updated. It's 4.40. It's 4.4 even.
4.4.
That's like elite speed for a while.
That's elite speed. It's elite speed.
Yeah, that's
So
why I said 10 Ginn. He's not like a fucking burner, but he's faster than most guys.
Okay, my comp for Jalen Hyatt
Okay. Go ahead.
is Deshaun Jackson. Just the guy you'll have to.
I like that.
You'll have to
I can
respect
dig
it.
that. I can
You'll have
dig
to
that.
respect the speed just because he's there.
Yeah.
Like underneath stuff will be open.
You gotta.
Yeah, safety has to be
you have
back.
about it. But my only reason that he's my 5 is because his short and intermediate routes are not as nearly as adept. As
The thing is, we don't even know how good he is at contested catches because he didn't have to make any at
he
Tennessee.
didn't. He was just
He just ran by guys.
He was past them.
And Tennessee plays this offense where there's guys freaking standing beside coach. Like, they're so spread out at Tennessee. Mm-hmm. So,
Good spread. It's got a good spread on it.
but that's my Jalen Hyatt. So my 4, I don't know where you guys had him. It's Quentin Johnston. Are we going to get into him, or do y'all not have him?
He's my 3.
He's your 3. Where's he at? Did you not make your top 5, Sid?
My 3 is Zay Flowers, Boston College.
Okay.
5'9", 180.
So do you
You
not
don't
have
have-
Quentin
you don't have-
Johnson?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I assumed he wouldn't make it on Sid.
He-
Sid's been anti-Quentin Johnson for a while.
Anti-Q. I like Quentin Johnston just because he's one of the only.
I don't even
like-
think I like Quentin Johnston. He's just on my top 5.
I like him
I
just
don't.
because he's a good jump ball receiver because he's 6'3", 210. He's got the size.
He's 6'2". He measured at 6'2" at the combine.
No, NFL.com official 6'3". He's 6'3", 208 official.
That's what I got too. He's just a big.
Oh, you say he's a good jump ball receiver? That's okay. I got something for that.
No, I don't think.
I said because of his height.
Quentin
not because of his
Johnston.
size.
Quentin
Quentin
actually-
Johnston was
I know. statistically he's
35%
I said
contested
because
catch
of his
percentage.
height, he'll be solid.
Well, that's the thing.
He had his height in college, Nolan, and he caught contested catches at a 35% clip.
Yeah,
he was half as good as a guy that's 4 inches, 5 inches shorter than
Max
him.
Dugan.
which is plenty.
5
I
inches
blame
shorter
Max
than him.
Dugan.
5 inches is
So
plenty.
it's Max Dugan's fault that Quentin Johnston couldn't separate against Georgia.
Yeah,
but he's
Dugan-
supposed to be an elite receiver.
Max Dugan was a Heisman finalist.
I don't give a shit.
On the undefeated TCU, by the way, who knocked off Ohio State, by the way.
They were undefeated.
Okay.
They
You're
were
up
undefeated.
here. You need to be down here. We're
They
talking about
weren't.
Quentin
They
Johnston.
lost their conference championship. They were undefeated.
Oh yeah, to Utah. No.
Yeah, they did.
No, not to Utah, but they lost.
They lost either way.
Was it K-State?
Like you were screaming
Kansas
at me
State.
about Quentin Johnston. That's crazy.
Anyways,
He's not good. He's trash.
my pro comp
If
for
they- if-
Quentin Johnston.
He's the only high level big body receiver in this draft that I can.
I've got
he's
one.
one of
I've
the-
got one for Quentin Johnston. He didn't even make my list.
What do you want to give it?
Kelvin Benjamin.
Well, first of all, if he shows up to his second training camp weighing more than
Kelvin Benjamin.
their tight end.
Kelvin Benjamin.
Well, Kelvin Benjamin was elite in college, and he actually had a good rookie year.
Who was
But-
elite in college? Quentin Johnston.
Well, my pro comp for him is Alshon Jeffrey.
I can see that.
Okay,
I can see that.
moving on
I don't think he's as bad as like you are hating on
He's
me.
bad. He's bad.
to
He's not good.
number 2.
If there's a bust that I have, like, I can tell you is a bust, it's Quentin Johnston.
Yeah, coming in his stock, him and a guy will probably get into the with corners.
Hold on, I've got more receipts. Hold on.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
If we're just yeah, the guy who guards.
So not even just his senior year. He was 16 of 42. 16 of 42. If we're going to do
33%.
yeah, on contested catches as a starter at TCU at 6'3".
Wait, that's a little bit better. It's like
And at 6'3", 208,
35%.
this elite size he has, he easily gets moved off routes, right? He has rounded and elongated
Why are
breaks.
you so upset about Quentin?
Because he's fucking ass.
He's big, but
fucking
he's not.
ass.
He's
He
big, but he's not.
He
He
plays too high.
I
And he
have
gets
higher hopes
bullied
for
by
him.
corners.
he looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane.
If him and Deontay Banks,
I like that. That's crazy.
if him and Deontay Banks, who is a top 5 corner in this class, but not a very well known corner up until a few weeks ago, if him and Deontay Banks got in the cage and went tens, Deontay Banks is winning 8 reps, and Deontay Banks is like 6 foot even.
Deontay Banks is like 5'9".
No, Deontay Banks is 6 foot.
He's 6 foot. I thought he was 5'9".
6 foot 197.
Hold on, wait. Was I lied to? Hold on. Fact check.
Nolan is all over the place.
Fact check.
Who's your number 2, Nolan? Who's your number 2?
JSN.
My number 2 is Jordan Addison.
God dang it! I knew I forgot. I forgot Jordan Addison.
How do you forget Jordan
Who gets
Addison?
bumped out? Josh Downs.
Probably, and he Jordan Addison would still slide to my 3 just because my 2 is Zay Flowers, and I love Zay Flowers.
I like Zay Flowers.
I forgot about Jordan. I knew there was a receiver I forgot. I always forget Jordan Addison, and I like Jordan Addison is what's sad, but I always forget him. I just don't watch
So
him.
you got Jordan Addison, and what did you have, Sid?
Listen, I would have Jordan Addison. Listen,
You got Jordan Addison here, too.
I'm going to stick to my list just because I forgot Jordan Addison. L on me, forgot Jordan Addison. But he would be my 3, and I would probably bump everybody down. I would keep Josh Downs at 5 and move Quentin Johnson out.
I have Jordan Addison 1. So
Well, if y'all want to talk about Jordan Addison, or if we want to go ahead and get into Zay, we can talk about Zay Flowers because y'all had him lower on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers out of Boston College.
5'10", 172.
NFL.com has him at 5'9".
Okay. Well,
I mean,
that's his combine. 5'9", 180.
okay.
this whole wide receiver class.
He's gonna be a slot machine.
I have his comp as Wes Welker.
I have his comp, but Nolan gave it to me, but I agree with it. And it's Kadarius Toney.
The smaller Kadarius Toney. He's a little bit smaller.
I guess I could see that. And Jordan
I love Zay Flowers. I would Chargers took him at 21. Happy guy because he's different than every other receiver that we have.
I mean, I hope he gets 39, but
he's not making it. But
on to Jordan Addison. I'll let y'all talk about him strictly because I forgot him.
Jordan Addison out of USC. I believe he is 6 foot even, 175. My pro comp for him is Devonta Smith.
I like that. I like that a lot.
You got him?
I had him at 5'11",
Huh?
But
you would want to say any more about him besides just?
I'm going to give my blanket take after we talk about.
Do you have anything you want to say, Nolan? Because then I'm gonna start talking about JSN, my number one. I'm assuming this is number one.
Yeah.
The only reason I had JSN under him is because he just missed basically a whole year. Because what do you only played 4.5 games, something like that?
He's also a transfer guy, right? Didn't he transfer out?
You're talking about
Still
Jordan
had
Addison?
success?
Talking about Jordan Addison?
No, Jason. Yeah. Oh, what are you talking about, Jordan?
No, I'm
Jordan
talking
Addison
about Jordan
played
Addison.
at USC last year with Drake London.
No, Jordan Addison played at Pitt.
Oh, really?
He was at Pitt because he told Kenny Pickett come get me.
Okay.
So he played with Pitt, transferred, still had success at USC, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's hard for a guy. It's hard for a guy to be a wide receiver and be able to leave a place that you already had success at, but you want to raise your draft stock, so you're going to a bigger school in USC.
Played with Caleb Williams.
Well, yeah, but you're still able to have so much success and be the guy at USC too.
Yeah.
So.
And he just does everything you need to on the field. He can do whatever you absolutely need him to do. He's not stuck in a role or anything.
So getting into my number one,
ultimate gadget guy.
Jackson
Smith Njigba, 6'1", 201.
Yeah, I had him 6'1", 200, but yeah.
So I said he's a great route runner.
Great route.
I like JSN a lot. Sid don't think there's any wide receiver ones. I think that
JSN's the only guy.
I think JSN can be a wide receiver.
I think Jordan Addison can be a wide receiver one.
He can be. I could see that. But
everybody else, I don't.
My pro comp for JSN is Jarvis Landry. Do I think he's going to be a high-end, top 10 receiver? No. But I do think he can be a wide receiver one.
Mm-hmm. My pro comp for JSN is Juju Smith-Schuster. He's going to have an amazing rookie year somewhere with no help, and then he's just going to taper off because although he's a good route runner, he's not athletic enough to blow by guys. And at 200 pounds, well, I guess he could, but he's also not physical enough to go to war with some of these corners.
If he didn't miss this whole past season, this is your last year, this is your year to build your stock, and he missed it because of a hamstring injury, he would have been my one because I feel like he's the only one of these guys that has the size to go with the skill set.
He's the most fundamentally sound.
Yeah.
I have no problem with that.
He can do everything Jordan Addison can do, but at 6'1", 200.
All right, so here's my thing on these wide receivers. There is not a single wide receiver one in this class. Okay. So if you remove Quentin Johnston and JSN, put them in their own category, you can literally put every other wide receiver in this category I'm about to say. And then I'll talk about JSN and Quentin Johnston here in a second. Every other wide receiver not named Jackson Smith and Jigba or Quentin Johnston, they are undersized, whether that be height or weight. They are not incredible athletes. Jalen Hyatt is a 4'4" guy, right? Cool. Zay Flowers is a 4'4" guy. Cool. Those are not otherworldly athletes. Josh Downs ran a 4.48.
Yeah, everyone's ran a 4.4.
Josh Downs ran a 4.4.
Jordan Addison ran a 4.49.
I thought he ran a 4.44.
Nope. But that's my whole point. These guys are undersized, all of them. All of them are average athletes. All of them are average route runners. All of them, except for Josh Downs, are average contested catchers. They don't do anything that jumps off the page. And we want to talk about Quentin Johnson and JSN.
Zay
Quentin
Flowers,
Johnson is ass. Quentin Johnson is ass. He's going to be a bust.
Zay Flowers' agility is a little standoutish.
Okay, but he's 5'9". Like that's my whole point. That's my whole point. He's 5'9".
Well, you just said that none of them.
He's
do
an
anything.
average athlete. At 4'4", at 5'9", he's an average athlete.
I'm saying you said none of them do anything that stands out. It's like his agility, which is his whole game, is his shiftiness.
And here's my thing with Jackson Smith and Jigba. Jackson Smith and Jigba is if you took Josh Downs, Jalen Hyatt, not Jalen Hyatt. If you took Josh Downs, Jordan Addison, or fucking Zay Flowers, and you made them all 6'1", 200, there's JSN.
Which is better, if we're being honest.
The only way JSN becomes a wide receiver 1, because in my mind, he's the only one that has a chance to, personally, in the NFL. He has got to become Keenan Allen and not Juju Smith-Schuster. You see what I'm saying? He's got to become a top 5 route runner in the NFL. Because outside of that, he doesn't do anything special to me.
This isn't the wide receiver class to go out and get your game-changing Jamar Chase.
Yeah, this ain't your like.
It's still a good class. I still think it's a good deep class.
I think it's deep. That's the word.
It's full of gadget guys.
I don't think it's players that can help you win, but it's not going to be the players that are why you win.
These are the Cole Beasleys. These are the Braxton Berrioses. These are the Scotty Millers. These are the Julian Edelmans. Without Tom Brady, of course. If Julian Edelman never had Tom Brady, I don't know if he's a Hall of Famer.
Something else. Well,
but yeah, that's my blanket statement on these wide receivers.
I hate.
Now let's get into a more power, like more talent.
Star-studded.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
This list is the back end of this list was extremely hard to make.
Yeah.
And,
So-
and the front end wasn't much easier.
I don't have a lot of notes, but I have comps for everybody. I went out and got.
Because like all these guys are going to be corner 1 or 2s. All of them. All 7 of them.
Yeah, 2s. Yeah, I think I don't think everybody's a corner 1, but I do think they're good corner.
I think they all have the
So I
potential.
assume you have honorable mentions then? Where did you do 7 corners?
Well, I mean, I just had 7 guys. Like I had 7 guys in the ballpark. Is what I'm saying.
my honorable mention.
So 2 that okay, good.
Go ahead, Timo.
Klee Ringo.
Okay.
Ringo didn't make my top 5.
My honorable mentions are Cam Smith out of University of South Carolina, Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State, and Clark Phillips out of
Emmanuel
Utah.
Forbes being another one. Emmanuel Forbes is going to go first round, and we're going to be like, huh? But he's going to be good.
Oh, and Tyreek Stevenson out of Miami. He deserves some love as well.
And Ricks from Alabama didn't make my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Eli Ricks.
So like
Garrett Williams may make some noise out of
Garrett
Syracuse.
Williams, I like. Garrett Williams, I like. I always draft him late in my mock drafts for the Panthers. I like Garrett Williams.
So the 2 big names that didn't make my list were Deontay Banks and Keely Ringo. But I still believe that they're just as good, but it's like it's very minimal.
I do think 3 through like 7 you can
make any argument. You can make any argument.
Who's your number 5, Nolan?
It's Cam Smith.
My number 5 is Deontay Banks.
My number 5 is Keely Ringo.
So just my take on Deontay Banks. I'm assuming Sid has him. He talked about him earlier.
Yeah, I've got him at 4.
Okay.
I don't have him on my list.
Okay, well, my thing for Deontay Banks. My pro comp for him and it's Marlon Humphrey. I think he's going to be a lot like Marlon Humphrey.
I like that.
Do you have any notes, Sid, for him? Or are you just
Clark Phillips was also not
For Deontay Banks?
Yes.
Who did I have it?
Who's your 5?
Keely Ringo. He didn't make Nolan's list.
Oh, yeah. If you want to talk about Ringo,
Just
he's my
barely.
honorable mention too. He didn't make mine.
Ringo, I mean, he was the consensus number 1 corner before this season.
He was talking about top 10 pick. Klee Ringo before
And then
everything started.
And now
Devin Witherspoon, Joey Porter, Deontay Banks, Cam Smith, Emmanuel Forbes, Clark Phillips, they all showed up and made themselves
and
top corners.
Christian Gonzalez.
Keely Ringo kind of slipped in the middle of a season, but I don't
He also helped
think...
playing on the best defense in football. That's
Now that's the reason why he made my list. He was the number 1 corner on the best defense in college football. And
Yeah, I'm
it's
fine
not even
with it.
close when we talk about the best defense. That's
Oh,
been
yeah.
the best defense running for the last however many years.
Yeah.
2 or 3
And
years.
he was good enough.
And he's a big part of it.
And he was good enough to be their corner one for 2 consecutive years.
My thing is, I think he's like I've said it before when I talk about Cleveland. He's just the college Trayvon Diggs.
I don't think so.
I feel like that's a little.
I think he's better than that.
Nah, he gets
We're
cooked.
talking about a guy that's sub 4.4 who
Yeah, but he gets cooked.
who is huge at 6'2", 210.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like he'll still get blown by. And like,
Oh, of course he's 6'2", 210. But like that
You
is
just said he ran a 4.4. Like I mean, like
he ran a sub 4.4. He ran a 4.36.
That's what I'm saying. Like he has the athleticism to not get blown by.
That's why
and he has
I'm-
the skill
it's
to
his
not get
hips.
blown by, and he still gets blown
It's
by.
his
It's
hips.
weird.
It's his hips. His hips are stiff.
well, like you were blaming his weight on why he gets blown by, but then you said he ran a 4.36.
He does.
Like those are unreal.
They counteract
those are
each other.
unreal numbers,
Yeah.
by the way.
Okay,
That's crazy
I would
about
say
it.
it's an athleticism problem. I don't think it's a speed problem. We'll say it like that. And I would say his weight contributes.
Yeah,
to
my
the
thing is
agility.
he shouldn't get blown by like I've seen him get blown by.
Well, we want to talk about. Like I said, he's got stiff hips.
We should have done 7. We should have done 7.
I'm
I'm fine with 5. Some people just don't make the cut.
He's got stiff hips. I mean, that's
It's
really
so
what it
hard
comes
to
down
do.
to.
Like,
He ran-
I
he
get
runs
it's
a-
hard,
oh
but
my
that's
God,
why
it's so
that's
fucking
why we
hard.
pod.
He runs a 4.36, but I mean, if he can't flip his hips in time to open up,
Doesn't matter.
he's not going to be able to run with nobody. Well, he's going to be able to run with some guys, and his speed's going to be able to save him while he's young. So I mean, I think he'll have.
But once he gets 27,
He'll at least have a good first 2 or 3 seasons.
Hopefully he gets to
think.
go. Hopefully he gets to go somewhere where there's already an established corner one in place, and he can learn from somebody or a good DB coach. But anyways, moving on to our number 4s. Who's your number 4, Nolan?
Emmanuel Forbes.
Mine was Deontay Banks.
Mine's Joey Porter Jr.
Whoa. Okay.
Ooh.
That's not,
That
I mean,
was
that's not crazy. That's not.
That
I
was
said that
interesting.
like I had him number 1, but that's it's not as crazy as that
Yeah,
made
I
it
mean-
just sound.
But that's my thing. I feel like 3 through 7, I could
Yeah,
throw them in
you
any
can-
order, and it don't look ugly.
Yeah.
Like you're not YZ down here, but like
Yeah.
Joey Porter Jr. He just like you said about Cleve he struggles with changing direction. That's my thing. That's my thing with Joey Porter Jr.
Because Joey Porter's huge.
Yeah.
Joey Porter is a big body Benz.
I mean, he's a little bit lighter than Keely Ringo, 6'2", 195.
He runs a 1/10 of a second slower.
I mean,
Amani Uriar, however you say
Amani Orari.
him. That's my pro comp.
Yeah, you got I seen.
Shout out to MMG videos because it's the only way I know how to say that.
I know. It's cheap,
Listen,
but I know.
For reference, I'm totally
You might be saying
fucking
this a lot,
lost.
Sid.
I'm totally fucking
it's
lost.
okay.
I don't know
Me
what
and
to
Sid
talk
know what
about.
we're talking.
Me and Timmy know.
Just wait till you hear the other ones.
Oh God! Wait for.
Hold on. You'll know when I get to it. Who's your number 4?
My number 4 is Deontay Banks.
We talked about Deontay Banks.
Yeah.
Who's your number 4?
Emmanuel Forbes.
He ain't on my list.
Really?
He cracked your list?
Maynard Forbes. He's an honorable mention.
There we go.
So
if you
my-
want to talk about Forbes? Go ahead.
I didn't give my pro comp for Keely Ringo. My pro comp for Keely Ringo is Pat Surtain.
Okay. How is the dude 5th on your list and you're talking about a top?
Joey
5
Porter
corner?
Jr. I actually have prime Darrell Revis under his.
That's a little.
I was joking about Pat Surtain.
Oh, please.
I don't think you were.
I don't think you sounded very serious.
I actually don't have a comp for Keely Ringo. You can see right here. I don't have a comp for Keely Ringo.
Trayvon Diggs plus. That's what.
Trayvon Diggs plus is crazy. I think he's going to be.
I mean, Trayvon Diggs.
I think he's going to be a better cover corner. than
Trayvon Diggs was
Diggs.
better in coverage this year. So it's not as disrespectful.
No, Joey Porter's is
Going about Emmanuel Forbes.
Pat Surtain.
Emmanuel Forbes, he's got a great nose for the ball. I think he was one of the college leaders in picks this past year or something. I'm not
look at me.
100% sure, but
I ain't looking at those stats.
He's got a great nose for the ball. He's very sticky in coverage, but he's 166. He weighs 166
Yeah, that boy gonna
pounds.
get tossed
That is
around.
small.
Yeah, that boy gonna get
He's
power
6 foot. He's 6 foot. He's got the height. He is 166.
You let a pulling guard coming around.
I'm about to say.
That one's going to hurt you.
Yeah.
On to our
That's the
number.
only thing, but he also has elite speed. He runs a 4.35.
On to our number 3s.
So one thing I want to say about Deontay Banks. I know we're off Deontay Banks, but he has the best like true technique in his class, personally. But
I'm fine with that.
yeah, he's fucking.
not a South Carolina corner.
If we're picking sleepers out of this draft, Deontay Banks is one of my sleepers.
I can see that.
100%.
Be one of those late round, not even late round, just like corners not picked first that ends up being great.
If it's not a South Carolina corner, I don't want it.
My number two
Darius
is
Rush should have made the list. I thought we were on number 3.
Oh yeah,
Well,
Joey
Darius Rush
Porter.
wasn't making the list. But we can talk about it.
My number 3 is Joey Porter
Joey Porter.
out of Penn State.
Is that yours too?
6'2",
Okay, I had him at 4.
195.
Big body beans.
No, I do have Pat Surtain for this guy.
My number 3 was Cam Smith.
Okay.
My pro comp for Cam Smith.
South Carolina corners.
Yeah, basically, that's really why he made higher. I was like, he played with J.C. Horn,
Exactly.
but
He came from the same coaching that Jason. That's the better way to put it.
A.J. Boye for Cam Smith.
Do you hate him?
A.J. Boye in his prime was him.
I know. I'm joking.
Him.
A.J. Boye in his prime?
Him.
Yes.
Keep going.
Okay.
No, keep going.
He just got hurt. A.J. Boye was good, though. We can't say A.J. Boye was not a good corner in the
Keep
NFL.
going.
But that's my comp. If y'all want to talk about Joey Porter
let's talk
anymore,
about
I already
Joey
talked
Oh,
about him.
really?
Joey Porter's strong as shit. I don't know if y'all know. He big body being strong.
Timo, you better not do this shit next week.
I'm not.
I'm watching you. I'm watching you next
No,
week.
I'm not. I've already made. Listen, if you want, I haven't looked at anything on the site that you're looking at, and listen.
Ridiculous.
Look
What
at how
is-
long this notes list is for next week.
What is this buffoonery?
Listen, this is already for next
Oh,
week.
Dude, all of my, except for these 2 lists, all of my other lists look like that.
Okay. Well, I made this in the car, right?
on the way here driving.
Sitting in your driveway.
But
So since the stats have been tracked, he has not been better than a 75 OQBR. He has never allowed less than 64% completion. And his best season, he allowed 0 touchdowns on 420 yards and only played in 13 games.
That's a good corner.
that's a solid season, even if it is short.
AJ, I'm not gonna act like AJ
It's only
Boye
on
was not a
it's
good
only on
corner.
66 targets, though. But we're talking about Joey Porter right now. We're not talking about...
I was talking about Cam Smith.
Joey Porter is gonna throw you around like a wet paper bag out the line.
What do you be dreaming about?
Don't worry.
That's
about
a
it. Don't
wicked-
worry about it, cuz But he was tied for second in bench reps behind Clark Phillips, by the way. Clark Phillips strong as hell. But he's a leader disrupting at the line, and he has the size to keep up with any wide receiver.
I want to get to the number 2.
Yep.
Who you got, Timo?
Christian Gonzalez.
We got Devon Witherspoon.
I got Devon Witherspoon. How
Listen,
you gonna disrespect? You gonna disrespect Seagon?
hold on. First of all, I've been hitched to this Devin Witherspoon corner 1 wagon for the longest.
Okay, I don't think he's corner 1, but I think he's the first corner off the board.
I understand what you're saying for team
But-
fits and stuff.
Christian Gonzalez is prototypical height and weight for corner, right?
Yeah.
Devon
I
Witherspoon-
think they're both going to
He's
be
the 10th.
elite.
Devon Witherspoon's a tad undersized.
Crocky.
You're so fun.
Christian Gonzalez ran a sub 4.4.
Listen, I hear you. But I can't be... How would it be for me to be the Devin Witherspoon, like, hype train conductor
Yeah.
and not have him as my corner 1?
No, I feel you. Yeah. What's your comp for Devon Witherspoon?
Devon.
I swear to God, if you
Dominic Raj Cromartie.
for Devon Witherspoon,
Yes. No, for Christian Gonzalez.
Oh, well,
0.
It's DRC.
0. This is nasty.
Listen, I just dove deep in the notes. Right?
Nasty word. This is nasty word.
Just dove deep in the notes. No one's clueless.
I'm
He
clueless.
is absolutely clueless.
Did y'all pull from the same website?
No,
He is absolutely clueless. No, I don't get my comps from websites.
Well, not con. I'm saying like you're talking about like just like notes and research.
Yeah,
you just use the same similar stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is the
y'all copy somebody's list. Did
This
y'all
is
copy
the
somebody's
copy list. Our lists are different, dickhead.
I'm saying, but like I'm like at the base of it.
No.
Okay.
This is the second time mine and Timo's sources have crossed paths. It's the second time I've
sources?
caught him on this buffoonery.
What source is it?
No, I mean, Sid, this is the 4th time this list I've done this.
Oh, yeah, I know.
The
You're not even trying to hide it.
no, Devon Witherspoon.
Did Timo copy the list?
He didn't copy a list.
Okay.
Not a list.
He didn't copy a list or takes. We'll put it like that.
Yeah, that's all my own.
We're not gonna get into anything else.
Anyways,
Just know that I know.
I don't know what's going on.
I wonder if the people listening know if we just sound stupid.
No,
Anyways,
they don't know. They don't know at all. There's no way they can know.
Okay.
I don't even know. I'm in the same fucking room.
Okay, so I'll talk about my number 1, Devon Witherspoon. So, I said he's a punch you in the mouth type of corner.
Bring truck hits.
He will take your lunch and not care. He's a bully.
He's what
My pro com was J.C. Horn. That's where I stand with Devon Witherspoon.
My pro comp for Devon Witherspoon is Joe Hayden.
Sick.
I'm just saying, Devon Witherspoon's gonna be.
JC Horn, he doesn't hit like that. He just
What?
He doesn't allow you to get open.
J.C. Horn's one of the more physical corners we got.
He's one of the more physical, but
That's what I'm saying about Devon
lays
Witherspoon.
wood. JC Horn doesn't lay wood. He doesn't let you get open.
J.C. Horn will come up and make a tackle on a running back, not care. Like Devon J.C. Horn will hit.
I
for
wish
a
he
corner.
would. Like he was rushing the QB half the time.
That's not a J.C. Horn problem.
Okay, that's what he was doing. It doesn't matter if it's his problem or not.
I'm just telling you that was a Phil Snow problem. The same reason Brian Burns is dropping back into coverage.
Yeah, Batman and Robin over there in Carolina for the first four weeks.
So it was a rough go, man.
Yeah, Devon Witherspoon crack skulls.
Y'all want to talk
He's gonna
about
be good.
Christian Gonzalez?
Uh,
Y'all's corner.
6'1", 200. I think he is the best corner in the class. I think Devon Witherspoon is a very close second. I still think the Lions end up drafting Devon Witherspoon instead of Christian Gonzalez.
I could see that.
I don't know what it is, but it just feels natural. And he's got a former teammate that plays for the Detroit Lions, so I think they match that up. Yeah, Christian Gonzalez. I don't know. He's just an elite corner.
I hopped on the Christian Gonzalez train when I was watching film on Noah Sewell, and then like anytime they threw it to the outside, it would get batted down. I'm like, and it'd be like number 0, and I'd be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Number 0 is so cool. I'm glad the NFL can wear that now.
Yeah, it's so hard. Pause.
I hope JC changes number to number 0. I need no other corner in Carolina.
You know that?
Panthers with
Did you hear what he
corner
said?
Wearing number 0.
That he's gonna try and do it.
Yeah, because you'll see him.
He like literally
curls
rolls
his
up his
jersey
jersey
so
so
it
it looks like
number
0.
0
He
in
cuts out
games.
the middle bar.
Yeah.
That's weird. Then why did he wear 8 in college? He could have wore 0 in college.
I think somebody
Big Kobe fan.
else have it.
He's a big Kobe fan. He wore number 1 in college.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, oops.
But that's why he wore 8. He's a big Kobe fan.
Good.
Got anything else, fellas?
Nice.
Well, I mean,
Oh, so next week, we're
Quarterback.
coming with our quarterbacks. We're coming with our final mock draft, potentially. We haven't
MLB
decided.
awards.
You said what?
MLB awards.
NBA playoffs.
Because they'll be first round will be halfway done.
Yeah, it'll be a loaded bod. Me and Nolan might be going at each other. Grizzlies, Lakers.
No, dude, it's gonna be at the most a 5-game series.
Oh shit!
I'm just y'all heard Nolan
Who's y'all? Who's y'all?
I'm just saying y'all as in the listeners, and if you're in our group chat, have heard Nolan talking.
Grizz in 5 because
What
LeBron
you
won't
don't
go down
understand
without
is that Shannon Sharp's going to be at every game.
I hope so. Him and I need Darius DeRozan.
What I'm telling you, Nolan, is that the Lakers are going to push y'all to 7 games. I don't know who wins, but the Lakers push y'all to 7 games.
I mean, there's not 2 players.
I've stayed quiet.
There's not 2 players on the team that can guard Ja and Desmond Bane together. So
Okay.
Austin Reeves is getting cooked. I'm just saying.
Okay. Just know we can pull this back up.
I'm not.
Because I haven't said
I'm
anything.
not in it. My prediction is that the series goes 7 games. Who wins? I don't know.
Well, I've stayed back. And that's
If I had to give a prediction, gun to my head, pick something or die, I would say Grizz in 7.
okay, and that's
Why
fine.
does everybody have the series going to 7? That's what I want to know.
Maybe
Just know you have it in 5.
Yeah, just know you have it in 5.
You're on record saying that, by the way.
Who?
You're on record saying that, Nolan.
Yeah, because I believe it.
Okay. And
You're saying it with a tone.
What the fuck? No, he's saying.
I've sat back and just been like, whatever happens, happens.
Okay, well we need a prediction. So we both gave our predictions. This is a personal. It's close to home, so we have to butt in.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm gonna be a homer and pick my Lakers.
No. I'm saying like we have to.
Series
So like
prediction.
I gave my prediction Grizz in 7. Nolan said Grizz in 5. What's your prediction, Timo? Lakers in.
In 7, but I haven't been talking junk. I've sat back.
Nobody cared or asked if you were talking junk, Tim. You're asking for a prediction.
I gave my prediction, Nolan. But I'm
You know
just
what I'm
saying,
saying? Like you're acting like somebody's on your case about this.
No. I'm just saying I'm gonna be on your case if it does hit the fan. And with that being said,
I got 2 thugs on my team. What do you want me to do?
okay. With that being said, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Next Play Sports. Peace.